is tonight. So welcome to Sunday Surgery Live with me, Doctor Lefthandthread, where we'll be doing a triage and hopefully a repair session here at the surgery. There's there's not many in yet, but don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I think these vertical streams are different. I think you have to hit the 3 buttons up here, I would say. It's up here. And it gives you an option to, so do that if you can, gentlemen. And I think you guys that are on have done that anyway. So here we go. So what is BW's electronic? Surgery starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 4 hours behind. Are we in GMT or BST? We're probably in BST now, I think. Anyway, whatever it is, it is. That's 4 hours behind. You're in Michigan there. Anyhow, not a lot to get through. I think I've actually condensed it down to 2 items tonight because it was going to be, yes, Pat McMahon, it was going to be a whole pile of stuff because the doctor's surgery has gotten out of hand. It's got to be, you haven't room to swing a cat on here at the minute. There's that much stuff. Not that I condone swinging cats or doing anything unconventional with cats. You should always be nice to your cat. That's for the animal lovers out there. But anyhow, I've got all sorts of stuff. But I managed to get a couple of batteries going today. And I managed to get... what else did I do today? I managed to get another couple of things done today. And I actually managed to repair 2 of my own batteries that actually broke one of these by jump starting a 4-amp battery. Here's Big D. And I actually broke another one testing a flex volt grinder. But thankfully they have recovered. Well, I'm going to see if we can get this open to show you what I've done with this one. And incidentally, the video's out for this one and less than an hour's time. I was kind of rushed to production very quickly, this video. It was only done today. Done editing and released today. So I'm going to show you what it's about. You're going to get a sneak preview, a little sneaky peek into the world of Doctor Lefthandthread's next video. There it is there. You see, you have these nickel strips on the side, and I had to do a Heath Robinson repair job on this because you see these little ones, they're the same. See, it's narrower there. It's not just a straight big strip, it's just a wee narrow, and it burns out like a fuse if it ever comes an overload. So I popped a couple of these batteries doing different things at the same point and had to fix them again. So that's basically what the video is about. So you've got a sneak preview of that one before we start. And we have a couple of Dewalts tonight. We could have all sorts of things if I had, parts for them and all. But I'm just waiting on a lot of parts to come from here, there, and everywhere. As far away as China. So there's that. I'll put that back in the charge. Right, first, I think this is first up. One of these. There's J Bubs. Good to see you. What do you get? I get one of these. You can see the problem. That's a fully charged battery. Click, click, click. You can imagine how that would be problematic. And a familiar sight here at the surgery. That's in hammer mode. Rotation. That switches a wee bit hesitant as well. There's rotation but no hammer. So I'm hoping I can fix that tonight. I hope I have the technology to fix that tonight. So it's between those two tonight. There's Gaz Bullen. Good to see you, Gaz. The guys are all here. 7 regulars are all in here. Switch, yeah. Switch and O-rings and all that kind of jazz, So don't miss the flex volt battery video that's out. later on, and we'll turn the camera down. Hopefully we'll not lose connectivity to the internet or any sort of other stuff. Well, yeah, before, a big thank you to Martin Kelly who furnished me with this. This is something to protect me from burning my little workshop down in the event of a fire with a lithium-ion cell. So we'll see. Hopefully it won't come to that, but that's there for that purpose. Dusty bin indeed. Fiery bin. Which one are we going for first, guys? I'm going to put this to a vote. I was going to go wrench first, but which one do you want first? Do you want the wrench or do you want the SDS? I'm going to put this one to a vote for you. We're only 6 minutes in. We can batter away whatever you want. Go wrench. Yep, wrench we got. I was thinking wrench myself. Not wrenching myself. That sounds dodgy. But anyway, that's a different kind of video. That's for my OnlyFans channel. See if we get the right place. Wrench it is. Everybody wants a wrench. It's a sand bin. That's the doctor has screwed up bin. Let's not burn him to death bin. You know, for it. So that's right. We'll have to keep our shot as well as we can. So wrench it is. Wrench it out. Oh, dear. Oh, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Remember that, guys. Let's get her strip down. Everybody's on the wrench. Everybody's on the wrench. These aren't that good. Magnet's not that great in there. But we're here for a good time, not a long time, guys. Or maybe a long time, not a good time. Right. No. Fight with that later. I'm not keen on jump starting with the old flex volt anymore. They seem to not like it. Flex volt, jumping the flex volt with another battery or jumping another battery of flex volts. I don't think they like it. They're not a fan of it. Let's see. Got in there, all up in there, there's stuff in there. Right, we'll just have to go loose today. Oh, and other news, other flex volt news. Other flex volt news, I'm officially turning down repairing flex volt batteries for people. I'm officially turning them down, even though I've managed to fix two of my own today. I'm officially rejecting flex volt repair as a concept. Well, I better go for one of this size. There are 15s in the side and there are 20 in the front. Just a screw. The curious thing about this one, the guy told me, he says, I had it open and I had a wee lock on. Get that man a stand-up spot somewhere. I don't know what I said was funny, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Anyway. I have my moments, I suppose. Right, do you want to know the good news, guys? The good news is a mystery benefactor. A man of genius and compassion and philanthropy and caring has furnished me with a brand spanking second hand one of these. It's brand spanking second hand. Yes. It's new to me. And it goes, look. Look at that. So, I have two choices, guys. We're putting it to a vote again. Are we? Oh, this is why this open. This is in the wrong place. This is something in the middle of the switch somewhere. Anyway, we'll figure out that later on. But do we put the brand spanking second hand one on? Or do we try and fix this one? We're putting it to a vote here. Sorcery and Blades. Hello, Sorcery and Blades. Now, if there's ever a battle that needs swordsmanship and magic, I now know who to call. Sorcery and Blades. We're trying to fix first. Gaz has weighed in with that. Gaz has weighed in with the fix, so here we go. Let's get down to business. Sorcery and Blades, it's good to see you on the chat. It's good to see new names in the chat. I have a little following here, my main man, but it's good to see somebody. It's good to see new face, a new name. Tools and Games, how you doing? I still haven't recovered from the smoke inhalation last week. Tools and Games, that's your fault. You egged me on to destroy a lovely Makita, beautiful Makita. It's just a thing of total beauty, and you know, it's worth about £10, which is, I don't know, $12, $13. I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, Tools and Games, good to see you. I've of course safety net tonight, because if I wreck this switch, this goes wrong, or the fix doesn't work, I've another one sitting there. There's a lot of grime in there. That will not be helping. I'm going to get it in. Let's see. It's probably nearly enough in there now. Just starting to squeak anyway. $18 watching, good man. You know Big D? Sorcerer and Blades. How do you know Big D? How do you know Big D? Big D, you never told me you a wizard of swordsmanship. What is somebody that can do magic and is good with swords again? Is that a Jedi, or is it a, what is it? It's definitely not a samurai anyway, is it? Samurais can't do magic. Did I know? Nice. What do we do? We'll try a wee battery in to see. No. That's already covered in grease. No. No, it's not working, guys. It's not working. Anyway, what do I see? It was unpacked for like £7. All that thing that I wrecked. No, I was a heap of junk. I was only joking with you, Tills and Games. Thanks for that entertaining suggestion, Tills and Games, by the way. It was a good finale. Today is the 80th anniversary of The Great Escape, where prisoners tunneled out of a prisoner of war camp. And it was the inspiration for the movie Great Escape starring Steve McQueen. Yes. Also, that's your youngest son. That's your youngest son. Good man. Good man. Good man. Good man. Big D is a top man, and Big D's sons have to be top men. They just can't not be. I think we're probably going to have to go for that. Probably going to have to take that. Is there any point in persevering with this? This could be a job for another day, but we'll see. What else are we doing? No, I don't think I'll. What? Let's see. There was gunk all over the connections there. You can see in there. There was gunk all over the connections. Here we can get this back in again. Get it running. Right, let's see now. Could be this way here, but there's Dewalt on. Dewalt, I was waiting for you to come and contact me. How do I fix this DCF899? Is the motor jammed? Nah, the motor's not jammed. The motor's not jammed. You have to leave in 14 minutes, Tools and Games. Do you want me to fix this before you leave? Will I fix this for you before I leave, Tools and Games? It's coming around. I could try and service that sometime, I know. I have a new one sitting here, a new to me one. So anyway, probably grease that bad boy when we're at it. But anyhow, now the motor's turning. I'll probably need to go deeper with that one. But there we are. And you can always watch it back, Tools and Games, but no, we might just get this done before you're out of here. 14 minutes is a long time. That's what I tell Mrs. Left Hand Thread on her birthday anyway. 14 minutes is a long time, baby. Let's see. Oh, I need to put that switch in the right place. It always helps when you put the switch in the right place, like. Anyhow. $22 watching now. This here. No, when I opened this, the spring spud was lying up here, but we'll put it on. Put it on there. The guy hadn't opened himself. He had a little go at it, but he hadn't got a mystery benefactor like me. You know what I mean? He doesn't have those perks in his life. This might be going to fit. We're nearly there. No, the spring and spot in the back of a selector slide. The back of the selector slide. Where is that? I don't think it's there. I did mention that somebody had this open before. Somebody that won me. Somebody or somebody else other than me. Where would that be? Where's that supposed to go? It's not that spring there. There's some other selector here, is there? I wonder, did he give that to me, that boy? He gave me it. Oh. There's that in the box. It's not there. I think I know what you mean. I think it goes on here, doesn't it? Yeah, that's it there. There's a wee bag he gave me a long way. I wonder if that on it. No. You can see the problem. It has to, it's wobbling out there. We shall have to look for it. Look for it we shall. Just in case it's around this bench somewhere. Anything else we could put in would do the same job. Anything spring in here would do the same job. Yeah, it's not there. Oh, in there, man. We're gonna have to get them one. Out of some planet there somewhere. Anyway, we might have to put it together without it if we don't have it. Go and get your wee bag. Go and get your wee bag. Go and get your wee bag. Right, what do I see? We'll put this on here. You know? That's to service. We'll see if we can hook around and see if we can find that thing. Take a good look around the bench first. You never know your luck. You never know my luck. Honestly, I think he must have lost it, you know. I'm not taking responsibility. It's not in that box because that box was already there. How vital is this component, Darren? Where do you get so many broken tools? Well, you get so many broken tools by should be a wee bit of plastic. I see something there, like a wee slide. Some must slide in there. Darren, I have a plan. I just formulated a plan. But anyway, I'll get something. Where do I get so many broken tools? Joseph Hansen, good to see you. When you have a YouTube channel and you go on TikTok and people realize that you fix their old broken stuff, they go out to their shed and they say, where's that thing that broke down 5 years ago? I'm going to give it to this boy and see if he can fix it instead of going to the dump with it. So I fix it. And then he goes, that's great. And he goes, you know that boy, he's a YouTube channel. He says, he fixes things. Well, that's good. I have something I drove over with a tractor 5 years ago and threw it in the skip. But the skip's still there. So he brings them to me then. So that's what happens. I'm going to get something put in there. And it's going to work because I'm that kind of doctor. I found some things. We're gonna sort it out. Good man. You'll see what happens with this later on. Tools and games. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry I couldn't finish the job for you, but there you are. This is the way things go. A little spring. I'm gonna cut it off first of all. I have a little one of these here a little plastic thing. I'm going to glue the little spring to it with glue, and we're going to see if it works. Anybody could fix things with all the pieces and them working. Takes a special kind of idiot to fix this stuff when it's all messed up. I dried it with a compressor, I've done it. No, didn't do it. I don't think it's going to work. Might. We'll try it anyway. What have we got to lose? Does it fit in there? It does not. We have to get no. It's too buccal. What do we see? We could put a screw through that spring, and that spring will sit on there. What? Maybe. Huh? We'll see what we've got. I'll cut a screw or something. Get something figured out. There's a screw in the floor. I obviously wasn't using that for anything. Doesn't have to be that long. I'll try and get a smaller spring, I think. That spring might be too big. Smaller spring. We'll see what's in the middle of that. Something in that. Yeah, be alright. I could try it with a spring. That's a strong enough wee spring on its own. It's still there. Oh, it's just not the right size. This doesn't go into the hole. That's a shame. And that's the wee screw goes down through it and goes onto the hole. That'll work. That's too big. Too far down. Could cut that spring, cut that little bolt, a little screw. That's what I could do. See what length it has to be. Not very long. See? That's warm. Anyhow, let's try and make this work. It's still warm. Might work. Might work. I think this is probably going to work. I think that the original one may have, whatever it looked like, may have went down easier than this. I have to close her up to test it, I think. No, this is not too tight. Right, there's the seat. Good bit of sparking tonight. Tool pit stop, good to see you. Yeah. I see him looking here. You're watching on 2 devices, thank you for that. Once a traditional, I don't know what's happened with these live streams now, but apparently you get more push out on these vertical things. That's why I went to vertical. I know some of you guys might prefer the other horizontal sort of stream, you know, but the last stream 2 weeks ago got 1,300 views, so it got good push out to, let's call them strangers to the channel, people that don't usually be watching my stuff, you know. So so that's why I maybe went vertical. I might go back to horizontal if it's not working out. That's tight, but we'll see. You know, I see if it's even workable at that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Wrench was supposed to be an easy one, wasn't it? That was supposed to be the handy one tonight. I don't want to see what the difficult one's going to look like. This board won't light up for me. Yeah. Let's see, something pushed in right. It's no wonder it won't line up. Yep. Cool. I'm wire in the wrong slot there. Oh, that's better. That's much better. I hope that slider at the top is going to work properly, but we'll see. Yep. Seems to work now, this wire. This wire seems to be in the right place now. Anyhow, hopefully not need them for the rest of the night. Hopefully not need the Dremel for the rest of the evening either. So we'll see. Yeah. What do we think now? Fix or fail? Fix or fail? What do we try these? This switch is too tight. That switch is too tight. Switch is too tight. The slider's too tight. Let's slide over. Slider's too tight. Let's over there. Oh, sorry, no. Oh, it's perfect. Kansas Tools, good to see you. Good to see you on the screen. That's working. I'm calling that fixed. Can't believe that worked. Huh? I can't believe that. That's good. What do I see? Oh, I'm well happy with that now. I didn't go plain sailing, but sure, it's no fun if it does. It's easy to edit videos and make them go plain sailing, but you know, when your live streams, you're up against it. The real thing's there. You screw up, it's there. You can't hide. That's why I like it. I want you guys to know that I'm not some sort of superhero. I can edit my videos and make myself look like a genius. Oh. But I'm not going to do that. Yes. Yeah, Joe Cooper, aye. In Europe, Northern Ireland, England, Scotland, Wales, and all Europe, we have 18 volt XR. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Even these, you know, even your Dewalt has the same part number. Your 20 volt Dewalt will have the same part number as an 18 volt Dewalt will have here. And you're using the same 18650 cell. So an 18 volt and a 20 volt battery are the same thing. But that's a long... Oh, the flexible videos out there. I'm very happy with the flexible video. Thanks, Joe Cooper. Thank you for chiming in. Thanks for saying hello. Thanks for the question. Yeah. So we have to get on to the main event. The more difficult one. We're thinking it's more familiar. And a special thank you to the mystery benefactor who supplied the motor for that tonight. It'd been sitting in storage for a wee while. Not well long, but it worked out very, very well. No, it's not about exaggeration. It's just about they're not really lying when they say it's 20 volt. They're not really lying when they say it's 20 volt because if that battery's functioning properly and going well, when it's fully charged, it's put out 20.1 or 20.2 volts. If it's to do with nominal voltage and maximum voltage, because they're telling the truth. They called it 20 volt max. They just called it 18 volt. Sort of, you know, it's something like that. We have other companies over here that use the 20 volt as well, but it's actually the same 18650 cells, 5 banks. You're only getting 20 volt or 18 volt or whatever way you would say it. Say it how you like. It's all the same. It's the same stuff. Let's see. The pot noodle tub's wet from contact cleaner, so I mightn't be able to use that tonight. I'm going to have spare springs and all sorts of nonsense here, so anyway. We'll see how we get on with this one. This one wasn't hammering if you're late to the stream. Yeah, it's as well as I can explain. I don't know if I explained it right. No, it's not really about lies or over exaggeration or anything like that. It's just a different way of explaining the same thing. An 18650 cell or a 21700 cell will charge to 4.2 volts maximum. if you get 5 banks, you're getting over 20, you know. So some is 4.1 and around that anyway. So it's in around the 4 volts, 4.1, whatever. It's nothing between friends anyway. There we are. That's alright, the selector is not broke, I think. That's good. The wee selector's not broke. It's always nice when that happens. No, I don't think it's false marketing, it's just a different way of saying the same thing. Because it is 20 volt, but it's not, if you know what I mean. Parkside are in Europe, and they're selling their stuff at 20 volt. It's actually the same cell, same type of cells. Maybe the same quality of cells. A lot of the cheaper brands, the budget brands over here are going down the 20 volt route. Maybe they think it makes people more excited, I don't know. Could be a bit of marketing, a bit of whatever. But technically they're not lying. Yes, that's correct. That BW deals in DIY, that's exactly 20 volts maximum voltage that you'll get out of one of these batteries. One of these 5 banks of cells batteries. If I want to open there, I'll show you. If I want to casing, save time. Brown tape. Oh yeah. There's one there. That's inside of a Dewalt battery. And you have 10 cells there. But you consider these two are connected, these two are connected, these two are connected, these two are connected to each other. So it's 5 banks of cells. They're connected in the positive side, and that's the negative side. So you're going from one to the other. 4 volts plus 4 volts plus 4 volts plus 4 volts, 4 volts, 20 volts, 3.6 plus 3.6 plus 3.6, whatever way you count it. You know, unless it's an extra bank of cells like Healthy have in their older batteries, which is, they count that as 21.6, but it's 24 volt max. You know, it's whatever. They just want to confuse you. And sometimes I find it hard to explain, even though I understand it, which is a bit silly, you know. I don't know if I can explain it properly. Come on. I don't know how long we're on this. We're on this nearly an hour. So we'll have to get on with business, guys. We'll see. Oh, you do it this way. It's just to take off. It's better if you take off this side first. I think. Yeah. For the sake of the springs or whatever. Either way. They'll come off either way, anyway. Like you can split these in 25 seconds or something. Takes me about 45 minutes. But then again, We're in no hurry. Yeah. You have to baffle everyone if you're doing a sales pitch like that, is right, J-Bobs, you know. It's even better if you don't even have to tell certain lies. If it's down to interpretation. How many tools do I fix a week? Hard to know. I'm on a part-time basis here, you know. I'm working about 50 hours a week in my day job. I was actually working all day Saturday there, so that holds me back. Sometimes I like to get 2 or 3 done at the time. It depends what it is, you know. It's hard to say because sometimes you can knock off a lot of batteries very quickly. Batteries are cool that way. You knock off a lot of batteries very quickly, so don't even know when I fixed this week. Uh-oh. See the problem? 20. I'm trying to think. It's getting far busier. I don't know if I'd fix 20 a week along with my day job, like, because I don't think it would even come close. And it's hard to say because I've about 25 or 30 things sitting here that wouldn't get fixed. It's lost its resistance there. It needs a service. But most importantly, I wonder was there a spring in that? If there was a spring in that, I would need to find it. I'll show you what's wrong here. I'm still trying to think of how many tools I'll fix a week. Depends what I get. Sometimes in the live stream, tonight I'm probably going to fix 2 if I'm lucky. Sometimes I fix 3 or 4 in the live stream because I have to due to time constraints. This thing is broke, and what that does is this drives this, and so we'll have another one of them somewhere. I'm still trying to answer this question in a way that I'm not sounding like I'm avoiding it, because I'm trying to figure it out myself. There was a couple of weeks ago that I got 9 healthy batteries on to fix. Yeah, he called it Big D. Big D knows he's like the back of his hand. I got 9 healthy batteries, and on Friday And on Saturday morning, I got up at 5:30, and I worked at them till about 11 o'clock. I think I got about 6 of them going. So that wasn't a bad turnaround there. I can probably get 1 or 2 things done in a night. I'm a half day on a Thursday afternoon at work. I get home at about 2 o'clock, and sometimes I try and fix 3 or 4 things in, maybe a couple of things on a Sunday night here, and maybe 3 or 4 on a Saturday if I'm off. But I'm only off every second Saturday. So on a good week, I get Monday night. I go to play guitars on Tuesday night, so I don't do any fixing on Tuesday night. Monday night fix one thing. Tuesday night maybe fix something. No, sorry, Wednesday night fix something. Thursday maybe fix 3 things, so that's about 5. And then Friday I might do something that call that 6. Maybe a couple on Saturday, call that 8. And a very good week 10, I suppose. Thank you very much. Hamady Game and ASMRL. Let's get that mixed up. That's a type 2 there. What's he saying? Type 2 should be a spring and a washer. Big D, you're telling me I have to go and look for the spring and the washer. No, you're wrong. It's type 1. It's type 1, man. Look at that. Is there a spring and a washer? Not because there is. I need to. No, you saying if it's a type 2, sorry for calling you wrong. But it's a type 1. Type 2 is probably diabetes I'll probably eventually get, but I don't see a spring and a washer on here. No. It's not there, Big D. It wasn't there to begin with, I think. If I was a betting man, I would say it wasn't there to begin with. That's what I'm betting on. So what have we got there now? Yeah. What do I see? It depends, sometimes I take shortcuts, I take shortcuts, type 1, no spring, put 1 on. Yeah, I've got the go ahead. Here's one here that I received from a mystery benefactor who shall remain nameless for legal reasons. Anyhow, let's get this show on the road to see if we can get this done before tomorrow. Take the washer off this. The washer's, well, whatever. And I actually had to purchase this washer, this O-ring. So there you are. It's a little brown O-ring. It's called the dynamic ring, So that's what that's called. I cut some corners sometimes in my repairs. It just shows you the state of the repair industry when a guy like me is so busy, because I'm only what I would consider an amateur repairman. People are crying out to get these repairs done, and they're so glad to get them done. They're so over the moon to get these things fixed. I think how people feel about the old things that they have, like this, or not so old things that they have, they feel that not only do they want them fixed if it's possible, they want to know, because I'm the worst of lot for keeping stuff that, holding on to stuff that I probably should throw out. Though it has served me well this evening and other evenings in these live streams. What did I leave you out of your drill? That wee spring. You know what wee spring that I fixed the other thing with? I come out of your drill. You didn't need that. You weren't using that. There it is now. That's okay. I think this is going to be all right. Everything's going to be fine. No, the motor was on. I used a second-hand motor. I was some stream. I didn't have any. I didn't have new brushes. Well, I had new brushes, but I didn't have a new armature. Had to go digging through a box for a second-hand armature that worked, and I think I went for it was the third second-hand armature. It was some stream. It was funny as hell. It was one I did before the workshop here, or before the surgery, you know. So, oh dear. I think it's going to be decent, this one. Is anybody watching? That's the broken part. And that's the replaced O-ring. The greased are up. I'll put some heavier grease around the cogs, maybe. Just for whatever. You see. This is a very budget fix that I do. This would not make it in the world of what you would call, if you were warranty repairing or something like Big D does, you would have to do everything right. You wouldn't be using second-hand parts. You wouldn't be using just things that you find. But this is what I do. This is the kind of animal I am, and you know, I'm not changing. I like me. Dr. Budget. I am Dr. Budget, and I am proud of it. I don't pretend to be anything else. But I don't think you would like me any other way. Anybody can fix a thing right. I think Doctor Lefthandthread is the right name for me, because the left hand thread's the wrong way, and I fix things the wrong way, but they work. That's the key. Fix them wrong, but they work. I'm trying to get it a little bit better than I used to be. I'm trying to be less rough. I'm trying to clean things more. Have you seen some of my first videos? I didn't even clean out the drills or nothing. I just put them all together with the dirt on them. It was you know, just old country facts. That's kind of what it is. That's kind of what I'm about, you know. There's another guy on YouTube, and I do mention him. He's called Power Tools Repair, and that guy cleans out everything and does everything to the letter. He's kind of an artist. I like him, but I think there's room for both of us. I think there's room for his way and my way, and I do compliment him. He's if you see them old contact clean fixes that I do on the wee impact drivers, the wee Dewalt impact drivers, I'll tell you what he did one the other day. He opened the switch and he took it apart, and he got isopropyl alcohol, it's easy for me to say, and he rubbed the connections. So, you know, yeah, I don't know if I'm any good or not, but I'm just different. I like to think I do the thing different. I think that's my thing. I think that's my hook. I think, you know, you know, you seen what I did tonight. I made a part that I didn't have. You know, that's bound to be worth something. That's bound to be worth something. Making a part that you don't have. That's bound to be worth some kind of a point somewhere down the line. Anyway. Rant over. Dr. Feelgood has to put this back together now. But thank you guys for turning up every week. And thanks to J-Bobs, Gaz Bone, Big D, Martin Kelly, and all you guys for your help and advice. And thanks to other guys, like people that have supplied stuff for the channel, and people have contributed and sent me stuff, like even Pat McMahon and Kieran Loftus. But Kieran doesn't get time to come on very often, you know, he's a busy man, but you know, it's all good. I like it. Are you going to tell him? We'll see what way to do this. I don't know. I thought I made a mistake there, but didn't. I was going to ask Big D to say what mistake I made there. Yeah, you give me a bottle of ISO, but I'm saving it for a rainy day. Martin gave me a bottle of ISO, but I'm saving it for a rainy day. It ain't raining now, man. It's probably one of the streams we did that it wasn't raining outside. Oh, we're only 1:13 then. I thought we were going to do a 2-hour stream, but I don't think we've got minutes tonight. I don't think we have enough stuff for a 2-hour stream today. We have enough stuff for probably a 15-hour stream, but it wouldn't be very interesting because some of the stuff ain't too good. Like that old grinder that almost wrecked my battery. And there it is. That's a better spot for it. I better do something with that switch, because that switch is not going to be good. Verified Dunce Pack Crew, good to see you. I used to fix these things, didn't you? Verified Dunce Pack Crew. Just I'm working off AM. I feel it working on, that's good. I'll try and remember the springs. I always forget the springs in the 253s. I have a bottle of ISO here, haven't I? The bottle of ISO. It's on my shelf full of stuff. Beside my other shelf full of more stuff. That's her there. I've got more stuff than I've time to work with, which is not a bad fault to have. Should I try this thing before I put her back together? Let's try it, see if she's going or not. Something happening anyway. When I created this channel that I'm at, like, because it was designed for sort of amateur repairs, people who might not have the confidence to open something like this because they're afraid they'll not know how to put it back together. They'll take a I'll take a bit of a breakdown in the middle of it, like most people probably would, you know. But it hasn't really worked out like I intended. It ended up like there is some people that you can see them thanking me for giving them the information that got them over the line so they could go and have a look at the thing and fix it themselves. But mostly it's people contacting me. Where are you? Are you near me? Can you fix my stuff? You know. That's the way it's sort of going. I've started to refuse flex volt batteries. I'm trying to get people to fix their own flex volt batteries if they're fixable. And I suppose that's what that video, hopefully tonight, will help them with. Because hopefully they'll be able to take a look at a broken connection and they'll be able to sort of fix it themselves. Oh, guess what I forgot? Up on spring. Always forget the spring. It's springtime. All right. Pull that out. Usually I don't forget the springs and these, but I did tonight. Oh, there we are. As you can observe from these live streams, I am not a professional. I have no formal training in this carry on at all. I'm just getting by on a fake doctor's license. And just whatever I can do, whatever I can figure out, whatever I can find me in my workshop here to make the thing work. That's what I'm getting by on. But it actually amazes me, like Verified Dunce crew, and well, I know Darren in the real world, but actual guys that can do this and do this, watching someone like me, who's just an amateur. I think that has to be good. That has to be a good thing. I'd be happy with that. But the trolls are always flex volt are a heartbreaker. But the trolls are always somebody who doesn't know anything. You'll never get anybody who does this for a living, who's any good, does this for a living, who gives me any flack at all. I think they always like to help me, always like to give me advice. I always thank them whenever I see their comments, whenever they give me something useful, even something I already know. I don't want to be rude with, but it's always some idiot that doesn't know his arse from a hole in the ground that tells you you're stupid. How are we doing for leftover bits? Not too bad. Leftover bits always come in handy, as you've seen this evening. Nope. RC battery gas is still on the shelf. I haven't got it put onto the spot welder. I have to do a video on that. For you guys. I hope I have a video out on that this time next week. That's my hope. That should be my next video. updating the spot welder, because I have to fit the RC battery to it. The RC battery, it's not even a big job, but I'll have to test it. I'll have to test it, so there is that. Yeah. Can of Holtz is, I'm going to be buried with a can of Holtz. That's it. Do you see, when I stop working, when I die, they're going to spray me with a can of Holtz to see if they get me going again. I have to run a MOSFET test before I ever put a battery in the FlexWeld machine. Oh, they're bad. There's there's a nickel grinder here. I must show it to you after a minute. And that would wreck all the batteries in the place. That would destroy before it. That would wreck before it should what. There's not much grease left in this, but it'll have to do. Like all I have. To get more. Might have a drill bit somewhere there. Dip it in there some grease. They're definitely going to spray me with a can of Holtz. Well, so where's this? Mrs. Lefthandthread. I was out here with nurses. What would Mrs. Lefthandthread do to me? She'd John Wayne and bob at me. That's what she would do. You can Google that if you've time, who John Wayne Bobbitt is, if you don't know. Imagine I was shooting those sort of specialised movies on here. My God, that would be something. What do they call them? The Doctor's Irish Curse. Ah, dear, dear. There we are. That is yes. That is yes. Let's see. I'm sort of missing out in the chat here a wee bit. I'll never see. No, FlexWeld, not a fan. I don't. It's a cup of life. A School of Hard Knocks. That's where I went. We'll see. No, the workshop's good. This haven't been in the workshop a year yet. Bobbit was there. Oh no, she would give me one of them reassignments. I did a wee TikTok live for half an hour this morning. I had a Milwaukee battery done that live. But TikTok's not like YouTube. The live doesn't be broadcast again. It doesn't be sitting there for people to see. They allow you to do clips of it and stuff, but they don't, you don't see it again. The same way as you can see this one as many times as you want. But I did a little TikTok live this morning. And I fixed the battery. And I may have told you about my TikTok troll who have since blocked, a guy called Ray. And anytime anybody asks me about Ray now, I tell them the same thing. I says that Ray went for reassignment surgery to turn his PP into a VV, So I says he was disappointed because the doctor says that he couldn't perform his surgery because his PP wasn't big enough to make a VG. You have to turn it inside out like like a sock or something. You have to push it in or something. Push it in with a screwdriver. But he hadn't enough to make a full one, so they had to cancel the surgery. So that's what I tell everybody. But I ended up blocking that boy. Let's see. Yes. Yes, Doctor Lefthandthread. We'll put a flex volt battery in her. Just to make her drill good, will we? That's one of the ones I fixed today as well. I can make her sing. Yeah. Well, I have a flex volt grinder here, and that has a pig. Here we go. Standard test. Right. That's good hard concrete, not the got out Donegal stuff that's been in the news. So there you are, I'm calling that fixed. I'm calling that bad boy fixed. Had on the battery. So, what do you think now? That repair Dewalt would have been £65 in labour alone. $65, sorry, verified gum screw. So what would I charge for parts? Hey, it's handy to have an old brick handy. But anyway, that's definitely a fix. Took no fails tonight. And we did face some challenges, gentlemen. And thank you for being with me during those challenges. But, yeah, what were we saying there? Yeah, $65 in labour. So what would you charge for a mystery benefactor, one of those that you got free? And an O-ring that's going to a couple of £1. And some grease that you came by some way. Some grease that you bought very dear. 34 watches. Do you know what many watched? But some of them must have flicked on by due to the short feed thing. There was 1,300 last watched the one 2 weeks ago because I didn't do one last week because it was St. Patrick's Day. And I decided I better take Mrs. Lefthandthread out before she John Wayne bobbited me. For other reasons, Have to keep her right, like. So there's that. And also, what do we see? Well, we'll have a look at this grinder. I'll show you the grinder. It's a problem. £50. So £50 for the job then. That's a good one. What do we see? Look, DCG 414 flexible grinder. It even says on it, "Deh." Anyway, "Deh." That's the noise the grinder made when it horsed my batteries, which I've since fixed. You can see on my channel. Get your multimeter and set it to diode cable. Set it to diode. Which is diode? All I know is if you plug on a battery tear and pull the trigger, it pops it. It definitely pops it. Should I pull the front off her just to see? I'll pull the front off her. And she's a 15, is she? Is she a 10? $15. I'm going to pull her out to see. I've been on for an hour and a half. We're not doing too bad. That's not telling me an awful lot. It's not rubbing anyway. I think this is fucked. I have Paul Cook. Go to my channel, go to videos and watch the latest video. And take a look at the side to see if them connections is broke. And if them connections is broke, I'll fix it for you. And even do you a freebie because you're one of my subscribers. How's that? Yeah. Take a look. If the wee boys is burnt out, and I'll fix that for you free. That's my offer to you. I'll fix it for you for nothing. Because you're on here every week and you've given me stuff that has given me material for the channel when I needed material for the channel. I don't really need the wild lot now. I think I'll go back to the drawing board with this one. This one is for another day. All I know is I'm going to call her the Battery Killer 414. That's what I'm going to call her. Flexible Battery Killer. I must ask that boy, what's his batteries like? She pops them all. Every one you put into it. Pop at the same place. But they're alright, they took a full charge again there. They're back in business. There we are. That's a problem for another day. If it's the same problem, Paul, I will fix it. I'm telling you, I'll fix it for you free. Reason people that do this all day watch for jealous, you get the fun, enjoy the process. Exactly. That is exactly right. To be honest, if I was doing this part-time, even without the social media aspect of it, the YouTube, especially the YouTube, TikTok to a lesser extent, I don't think I would enjoy it as much. Makita for the one. Bad coil. It's a bad something. I just think I should get it up to me next week, Paul. If it's broken connections, I'll do it in a couple of minutes. I'll not even charge you. You've been good enough. You've been good enough to me. You've been a good subscriber to the channel for a long time. And I do thank a lot of my subscribers, and I'm grateful for them because, you know, I think I wouldn't have continued on. I wouldn't be sitting here in this doctor surgery. I wouldn't have pushed on as hard only for the YouTube element to it. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it because verified unscrew Big D can tell you how difficult it can be and how, sometimes it's just you and tools. You don't see a lot of people either. It's not. I have a social element in the live streams, and the social element of the live streams keeps me going. I'm glad that you guys actually enjoy the content. Also, it shows people that it's not all plain sailing. I could edit videos and say, look, I could edit that Dewalt video or that wrench video. It made me look like a genius. It made me look like everything just slotted into place. But I think it's more real for people to see it. They see that there was a part missing of that. They see that, I forgot to put on the spring. I had to open it again, Like it was a few weeks ago. I sprayed the Milwaukee with the contact cleaner and it went like a dream. And around the same time. Yes. Yeah, but I'm lucky because a lot of the boys that I fix stuff for are extremely grateful, verified dunce pack crew. I lost my train of thought there. But anyway, it's just, it doesn't always go plain sailing. And it's nice to see that. It's nice to see that element of it. It's nice to be able to get a workaround like we got around the range tonight. They got around that little. It's working well too. It's good. Like I was saying a couple of weeks ago, I sprayed the contact cleaner into a wrench, and there would have been bad odds for that to go, but it just went like a dream. It just was right away. And then there was another one around the same time. I sprayed it with contact cleaner, and she almost went on fire. And she was definitely a fail. But it's good to see all that. It lets people know it's not just magic. It just doesn't happen by magic. But thank you very much, guys, and thanks for coming on the stream, and thanks for all your advice. I'm glad to have guys like J Bobs, Verified Dunce, Pack Crew, Big D, Gaz Bull, and guys that give me advice, until Pit Stop's there too. He's there too. It all makes good content. And I will say, fix or fail is always the thing. You never know what's going to happen. It's fun if it goes. It's fun if it goes in fire. Either way, it's not. I call myself Doctor Lefthandthread, but nobody has to die over the head of it. It's all good crack. It's all good crack, and thank you guys for supporting me so well. And we'll continue on. I have enough of a following. I might never make it big in these platforms, but I've enough of a following that it's worth continuing on with. I wouldn't say financially it's blowing my mind, but that's not why everything doesn't revolve around money. You have to do things that you enjoy. It's actually been a good outlet for me over the last couple of years, for various reasons that I won't go on to. Like, it was a kind of hobby that's got out of hand. But thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, and thanks Big D and the mystery benefactor who supplied the parts that helped with the two fixes. And thanks to Doctor Lefthandthread, who came up with a genius fix for the part that was missing. So it's nice to get around wee problems. Have a good night, guys, and good night.